Hello, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Did someone leave, or are we missing someone? We're missing.
We're missing
Surya.
Yeah, Surya hasn't shown up.
Oh, you can start without him.
Oh, okay.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll either show up or he won't. That's fine. I am sure nothing will go wrong.
Wow, emoji.
Things have already gone wrong, Jake. What are you talking
there.
about?
He's live.
Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing.
Time I was working on my resume.
He's here. Excellent. Perfect. What just fucking happened? Oh my god, someone just subscribed to Prime. Thank you.
Hey, look at that.
Incredible.
Did someone say
Wait.
sub with Twitch Prime?
Thank you, Marauder, for your stream and for your subscription with Prime. Thank you.
I
Very
love how
much.
none of my
Oh
emotes have
my god.
none of my emotes have. Oh, they're the emotes.
Thank you, Anzunyanya.
I have to support my most favorite D&D stream.
Hey, this
Exactly.
is a scam. I'm still getting an ad. What the fuck, Jake?
Oh, a hype train is closed?
A hype train is closed. I can't do anything about the ads. I literally, if I could turn it completely off for everyone, I would. But I don't think I can.
I think I had a nightmare last night about they finally got rid of AdBlock Plus.
Oh god, no, please.
I opened up like a 5-second video and it was just 2 hours of ads that I
Oh,
couldn't skip.
Good lord.
That is truly a nightmare.
It's nightmarish, that's for sure. But we're not here to talk about people's nightmares. We're here to talk about people's daymares. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm here to live a nightmare, obviously.
Of course, and that's exactly what I'm here for, to torment all of my players. Now, last we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers had left the city of Umber and immediately went into danger. Not really, but you guys made it to the city of Les Pass, got on a boat in Umber that was basically no questions, and will get you very cheap passage all the way down to Rinsan if you need it. The crew asked no questions.
Considering what they were, I expected them to sell us at some point.
Well, they never made it to the...
I was about to say, I don't think we got that far if that was their plan.
They never got to the part where they were going to, unfortunately. But yeah, as you guys eventually departed towards the city of Cliff from Lest Pass, in the midst of your travels, you were assailed by assailants in the midst of the sea, attempting to either acquire your cargo, eat you, you're not entirely sure. But these strange aberrations hopped on board, giant crab claws, they look like lobsters, chop, tentacles and stuff. Known as Chul. You guys fought them off. Vestelle fucking destroyed them so badly, she named one of her weapons now.
Easy peasy.
Crab cracker, I think it was.
That's it.
Oh my goodness me. But you guys made it to shore without too much of an issue. No one drowned, and you continued your way towards the city of Cliff. And on the morning of the 28th of Joyldia, all of you managed to make it to Cliff with, honestly, relatively little issue. The city itself, as you guys approach from a distance, rests, as aptly named as it typically is, upon a cliff. It's a beautiful little town that seems to have these various small buildings along the coastline, all the way up to the point where, in the far distance, you can see near the actual point of the cliff, where the edge of the continent is, there appears to be this large lighthouse that kind of stands far up high and above, and you can see a small light flashing through it. Even early in the day, it seems that it's currently working its best to ensure that people are staying away from the vast and kind of very steep cliffs nearby. Just glancing away from the path, about 30 feet or so to your right, glancing over the edge of the cliff, you can see that you guys are about 100, 150 feet up at the very minimum. And you can see these waves crashing against this solid rock and these jagged stones which poke up from below the waves themselves. It would be a dangerous and probably very deadly fall. But glancing over at the town itself, it seems not necessarily lively, but there does seem to be quite some activity. Given that it's resting on the top of a cliff, it doesn't seem to have any walls that surround the actual area itself, but a lot of the flatlands around seem to be acting as protection. You see a small caravan of what appears to be traders currently leaving in your direction. And as they ride past you, you can see 2 or 3 rather well-off people inside of this kind of large, almost fancy chariot kind of thing. What is it called? A cart? No. Carriage, that's the one. Carriage. And you can see that they seem to be heading towards Lest Pass. Followed by a small retinue of maybe 6 or 7 guards. But for those of you who are a little bit more keen-eyed, with 17 or higher passive perception, would also notice that kind of being tucked behind into the cabin that seems to exist directly behind the carriage, something that's not supposed to really be there, there's a small slit at the back, of which you would assumed probably would be for luggage and things like that, but you see someone's finger kind of poking through the small slit and just a single brown eye staring out as this carriage veers off towards Lest Pass.
Lovely. Sometimes seeing too much is a curse.
See what now?
That was completely out of character. He says nothing about it.
But glancing
Well,
towards the actual town itself, you can see that it would be relatively easy to make your way forward to acquire goods, do whatever it is that you need to here before moving on.
I suppose we'll need new horses.
Yeah. Maybe new clothes. Mine are actually ruined now.
well, I think, I mean, at this point, I guess we might as well just get a new cart and horses, but, unfortunately, I think with the little minor setback of, our ship crashing, I have a feeling that, we won't get to the place in time for, our little, external clock that's running at the moment.
It depends on how quickly we move. Or, who knows? It might be a good thing that happens a little earlier.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I can pull an all-nighter or whatever, riding the cart, or driving the cart rather, if needed.
Still, I can't imagine it's a good idea letting whatever it is run loose in your own base of operations.
I doubt it would run loose. That's why I feel it might. I mean, I guess it's a double-edged blade because on one hand, I feel that they would have the tools to at least be able to contain it or study it. But yes, on the other hand, there is a little bit of a concern aspect of it because every time I feel it's progressively gotten stronger and stronger.
The first time it actually tried using my body, I mean, I'm not a fighter. I'm not meant to fight. So, might have realised that that's not the best way to go about things. Yeah, but stronger probably isn't the right word, but smarter. And I don't know, that sounds scarier.
Does anyone have any business here at this aptly named city?
Well, we should probably get a new cart. Horses.
Remind, are the people that we rescued still with us or no?
Yep, they still are. You can see that
Okay.
there's 5 of them, 1 woman and 4 males.
We should make sure that these ones are all right as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes. I was also going to ask, do we want to hand over that book, or do we want to keep it to study it ourselves?
I think we should hold on to it for now.
Mhm.
Figure out what's written in it.
Yeah, if anything, tell them that there was apparently slavers picking them up, but we can always study the book later
To
on
be
and
fair,
inform someone.
they might not care.
True.
Yeah.
And we don't know how many people are involved.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, no one knows we have this book.
We should probably keep it that way for now.
Right.
Well, luckily our departed friends on the boat left us quite a bit of funds, so we should be good in terms of well, getting a new cart and whatnot.
Mhm.
We might even be able to get a carriage. Nice and covered in case it starts raining.
That would be convenient, wouldn't it?
That would. Definitely.
Be more comfortable, that's for sure.
And less inconspicuous.
Actually, no, carriages are. That'd be a target on the road. Or at least it would look a lot more fancy than we actually are. So maybe just a
People
covered wagon.
I agree with that.
Sounds fine to me.
Besides, I think wagons are actually bigger, and we'd actually be able to sleep in it.
Mhm. Well, let's see what's available. Maybe even getting a ship to Rinsan would be easier. Let's check out the options.
There is
Whether
no
getting a
port
cart
in Cliff.
here-
Yeah, this is literally a cliff down
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's on the coast per se, it's on a cliff.
Damn.
above the coast.
Yeah.
Not unless
don't
you
have
had a
any-
sky ship.
You don't have any way
Which we
down to the
don't.
water?
Although we could afford one now.
Mhm.
Maybe on the way back. I don't know if
Maybe.
that's an option, but
Oh, we could afford passage on one. We couldn't actually afford a skyship of our
Let's
own.
buy our own skyship.
Unless we steal one.
I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, unless you want us nationally wanted.
I
Hey,
just
you
love the
know,
attention.
I'm not gonna stop you. Well, the guards will, not me.
So you will stop us.
You know.
in a matter of speaking.
He has systems put in place to stop us, but he himself will not stop us.
Yes.
The god of this, the god above all gods of this land, will not descend and say, "No, you can't steal the skyship."
A quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How heavily guarded are skyships? What's the security like?
Oh,
Oh, no.
Considering there is, from the best that you know, only 6 of them in the entire continent. Very.
Is this pre 9/11 or post 9/11?
Jesus fucking
Jesus.
Christ. They've had an accident. Not like that, but you know, one of the skyships crashed into the wall of a city. It was bad.
The thing is, you know that if we Chucklefucks tried to do that, we would be the incident.
truth.
Most likely. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, I'm not saying that I'm going to stop you from doing 9/11. I'm just saying that it's probably not a good idea.
That's,
no, we wouldn't.
that's
the
a
thing
quote. Hold on.
Oh,
is, we
fuck.
wouldn't even end up doing it on we wouldn't even end up doing it on purpose.
Yeah, you need a pilot for that at the very least.
Whoever's character dies first is making a airship pilot character next.
Oh yeah, that's the choice. I mean, they got to be an artificer then, right? So they know how to work shit.
I mean, it was already in the cards that the first person who died was probably going to need to make someone intelligence based.
You don't have
What are you
to.
talking about? We're good. We're fine.
Mm.
Can you guys see Cliff's entry? I just realized I don't know if I showed it to you guys.
I don't remember, but I also have poor memory.
There you go. Gives you a little bit of what it looks like.
Well, do we want to drop these people off here and then just find a cart, then some horses?
You see one of the prisoners kind of approach you. A rough, rugged man, probably late 40s, very physically fit. Kind of this streaking gray black hair behind him. Sorry, I have a question. You said you were going to leave us behind?
We have some things we need to do.
We are in unfamiliar
I gave them money.
land.
They each have 20 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And none of us know this place.
Well, truth be
Interesting.
told, neither do we.
Yes, but you
Right,
are
when
you are from here.
Well, I mean,
This
Are you
continent.
We are not.
I could have sworn some of these people said they were from Les Pass.
Nope.
And this
Where
is the
are you
first
all?
guy. And this is the first guy with a foreign accent.
The other guy didn't have a foreign accent. That is true.
where, out of curiosity, are you all from? If assuming that you're all from the same location.
We had recently sailed from our continent, Burm.
Oh dear.
Oh my god! Jesus, Jake!
What? Where?
We had made our way here after an attack on our lands. We've been living here for a few months, yes, but we do not know this place other than Lest Pass.
Do we know anything about this other continent?
You can give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Or history.
I'm
Not a
gonna-
history?
Just
Oh,
history.
well, it's the
Just
same.
history.
It's the same fucking thing.
The
Yes.
heck are you talking
Oh, let's
about?
go!
Oh, shit.
All right. For those who did try, Vaerun, Lyra, Darcy. There's other continents. You're aware of a few. Burm is probably one of the ones that you would kind of have heard of at least once before. You've heard of Burm. You've heard of Xi'an. But, you know, nothing else has been really close enough for you to care about or warrant keeping an eye out for. Varus, you've read a few books.
Read a lot.
You've read a lot of books.
I had a lot of time.
It's been on Google Maps.
Yeah, he's been on Google Maps. He's kind of looked around. Burm is one of the other continents that has existed. Though there is a very long history of it being a beautiful sailing archipelago with kind of a history of pirates and interesting tendencies for various different nations to be at conflict. you don't know what kind of attack on the lands that he seems to be speaking of. You do know that it's at least a few weeks travel over boat to get there, though. Or sorry, not a few weeks, a few days.
Only a few days?
Let me double check my math.
That sounds...
It should be a few weeks, right?
No, sorry, Xi'an is a few days.
Yeah.
It's a few weeks by boat, yes.
So I was gonna say, here to here was like a few days.
That was like 2 days.
Yeah.
That's a few days.
What I'm saying is, if that's the case, the continent would be like here.
No, it would be a few weeks.
Okay, cool.
That's my mistake.
We'd be able to see the storm lords on the horizon.
Say hello.
Yeah.
They're coming for
Hello,
us.
Would love it if they came over here.
Wait, Jake.
What's up?
Is this world flat or circle?
It's a globe.
Okay. Just making sure.
But how do we know?
Artemis
no one's
is
been
a
to
flat
space?
earther.
Oh my
How do we
God.
know? No one's been to space yet, guys. We got to do it. That's our next.
I
We're
mean-
jumping into the Starfighter campaign right now.
During
Let's go.
my
An
flight,
airship
I
just-
did read the entire fucking Spelljammer book, so
Hey,
it was a piece of shit. But you know,
Mm.
Well, I don't know personally where that is, but
A few weeks away.
mean- oh, that's grand. I mean, at the moment, I believe that staying here is probably the safest bet for you all.
If you don't mind my asking really quickly, what attack?
he kind of looks down solemnly. We don't really know. We were on the ship already. We weren't sailing anywhere in particular, but we were explorers.
Oh.
And the continent we had left behind. He kind of he almost seems to have these weird flashbacks as he just pauses for a brief moment. It was swallowed in water in moments. Gone.
Oh dear.
Lovely. And that is only a few weeks away from here. Okay.
Well,
Good to know, I guess.
I'm surprised news like that didn't make its way here.
There are not many of us that made it here.
oh,
There was one sheep. 11 of us.
And most of you were turned into cargo at this point in time.
Yes. They seemingly because we had no connection.
Lovely.
well, I certainly, would like to get you back to the place that you're most comfortable and familiar with. It's just, the only other option aside from staying here is to continue traveling with us, but I'm afraid that where we're going, it's going to be a lot more dangerous and deadly than some slavers.
I suppose one of the things we could do is just purchase a escort to have them sent back up, but that's the only other thing.
that's true. We could hire a caravan or some mercenaries, bring them back to Last Pass where they're more familiar.
The problem is that that's why they were grabbed in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I feel
Last
like
Pass isn't safe.
Honestly, your best bet, knowing that they took you because you had no connections, would be to stay somewhere away from their presumed area of operation.
Mm. There's one thing I can think of, and it would be a bit of a journey, but I know, at the very least, 2 good people who will have nothing involved in any of this. And nothing to do with you lot getting grabbed.
Where?
In Ardalan.
Where is
That
Artemis?
is quite a journey.
I'll unfold my map and show him.
It is on the other side of the continent.
Frankly, that's not the worst place to go, considering you got grabbed on this side of the continent.
It is weeks away.
I guess another option is they could come with us to Rinsan. We're already on our way there, and there might be a ship that sails towards where they're from.
Where they're from is underwater.
Probably more accurate to say, what's it called? The town that they were in. Let me find it.
Last
You didn't
pass
wanna-
where they
thought
were
you didn't
fucking
wanna-
abducted.
Yeah, I
But you
know,
didn't want
but
to
if
send them
they're,
back there.
I don't. But if that's what they're like dead set on, you know, if they don't want to travel far away, you know, like if that's what they're wanting to do, by all means, I guess.
Wait, is there a whole continent underwater?
From the sounds of it, yes.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, that shit got sunk.
All right, better question. Out of all of you, like, is there any, like, I guess, skills that you're all good at?
We are laborers, ship hands. We're used to
'Cause, I
being
mean-
on the ocean.
Okay.
In that case, you might be able to get work in Rinsan then.
Yes, if you all are familiar with stuff like that, then we could always have you accompany us there, and then once you get there, I'm sure that your skills will be better put to use there.
Okay, I will discuss.
Yes.
He kind of goes back and you can see them start discussing in their small group.
Wonderful. They are from a continent weeks away that is under the water now.
I'm gonna be honest. Today I learned that we're not the center of the world. I don't know how I feel about this.
You didn't know.
No.
There's
Really?
multitudes of continents.
You see, coming from a small little, like,
Even-
town.
How many mines are in those swords?
I was about to ask. Not a single one has knowledge of outside of here.
I mean, you know that multiple planes exist, yet you don't know there could be another continent.
Artemis just shrugs. I was homeschooled.
Have
I was
common
homeschooled.
knowledge.
You were
My father-
homeschooled by the things inside your brain.
My father was just a guard. My mother was just a tavern maid. Like,
Go through
none of
all-
us are really educated.
Go through all of the mines in those swords, and there's bound to be at least 5 of them.
Okay, okay. You know, that's a fair point. Hold on. I'll summon my sword, kind of look at it. I'll cast Borrowed Knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do a history check with the proficiency in it to see if I can retain it. As he's sitting here, like, pulling out his sword and about to, like, kind of meditate for a moment, he's like, I will point out that, like, I don't retain all the information from these, like, 100 and some odd people. You're bound
But
to
at the
kind of
same
lose stuff.
At least a few of them had to have known at one point.
Okay, that's a good point. Hold on, let me consult the blades.
I'll give him guidance. I'll be like, okay, here you go.
Oh, hey!
Oh, a D4?
Plus a D4. Hey, you got you got there.
22?
I can see everything.
Yeah. There's a few of them that is aware of other continents. Some of them know of Burm. Some of them know Xion. Most of them know of only Xion.
So it would seem that you are correct. A lot of them do know. Intriguing.
Yeah, that's
You
You know,
odd.
this is different. This is never a thing that really came up in conversation, so I never really thought to, consult the blades until now.
Maybe you should read
curious.
some books.
Maybe they mentioned it. And
I
just
don't
didn't
do well.
realize.
I don't do well with the whole reading thing.
Were you not a deliverer of goods? Did you not have to read that?
Oh, I mean, I knew where I was going.
There are addresses written on those letters.
Yeah, I mean, I can read. I just don't read well. Like, the letters get all mixed up and things.
You should probably get that checked out.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I did.
Artemis is dyslexic.
Omega's dyslexic.
So it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on all reading checks.
Oh no.
Language comprehension disadvantage.
New weakness drop.
I'm glad that language comprehension isn't a skill in 5e.
Right?
Oh,
I'm
is that
adding
a
it.
negative?
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah.
Only for Artemis.
After a little while, you can see them come back. The man who had previously been speaking with you guys. Okay, we're going to Rinson with you.
All right. Then.
Let's just hope that Cliff doesn't ask for paperwork or something like that, but I don't know.
When's the next full moon?
A week.
About a week from now.
Okay, we're not a week away from Rinzone, right?
Full moon, the double full moon? Was it the
No,
one?
we're
No. Full moon is just a full circle.
I thought we were at 2 moons.
4 days.
there is 2 moons, but I think only 1 moon has to be full for it to happen.
You
Yeah,
guys
if I
have
remember-
6 days.
Yeah, the next full moon is on
The 6th of
the
Sarda.
6th of June.
Or so the
The
6th,
6th of
Sarda.
Jumdia.
Yeah, sorry.
And we still haven't found out what happens if both full moons are up, right?
No, we have.
Yeah, it was the
That
first
was-
time.
Oh, we
that
have?
was the
That was
first
the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Good.
'Cause that's why when the second one rolled around, we were curious if it was going to happen without 2 moons being full, and it did.
Right.
Yeah, no. We planned for Darcy physically moving,
Yes.
and then that didn't happen.
But yes, we're about 6 days away from the next occurrence, and looking at this map, well, conveniently, we're about 6 days away, assuming that we don't get stopped or anything comes up.
Well, they better not be here.
Slightly,
6 days.
slightly longer than 6 days.
That's
Yeah, you guys really don't want to be with us in 6 days.
yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
You
Again,
shouldn't.
like
It's
Like-
better if you don't understand it at all.
yeah,
no
like
questions.
we said, there's a where we're going.
We're
flavors
working
will
on
be
a
the least of
time
your worry.
limit. Yeah, we're working on a time limit here.
What?
But
the
nonetheless, we
fuck?
can again no questions. Don't think about
no
it too much.
question.
We'll get you all to Rinson, and then we'll, if anything, I'll give you a little bit more gold to kind of and get you all started there.
Oh, jeez. If we don't get anything solved in if we don't get anything solved at Castellumbera, Jumdi is going to be rough.
Yes. And then we have business somewhere else in this area here, near this Castle in Bera, and then we might come back to Rinsan on the way. It depends.
Okay. You're interesting bunch.
Well, same could be said about you guys.
We will follow quietly. Like
Just
NPC.
if just if anything goes awry, just probably listen to us if we tell you to like get back or sit down. These guys are totally gonna walk like ever so slightly slower than the rest of us. Like we all have 30 movement speed. They're gonna walk at like 25.
Like one of those awful escort missions
Yep.
in video games.
Oh no.
They're actually
we gotta
going to
go
be
by their
they're actually
speed.
going to be walking at 35. So you know, you guys are going to have to sprint to catch up.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll have to sprint
What are you
every few
talking about?
seconds.
But
What
not
are you
too
talking
fast.
about? That's my
Yeah.
speed. What you talking about?
Sorry, 40.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yep. No.
Goddamn. Oh, there it is.
Half of us are 35 movement speed. I forget about that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Lyra is 40, right?
Yeah.
By this
Vaerun.
point.
Yeah. Over,
We are a
yeah.
fast group.
Over half of us is above 30. Yeah.
I'm not.
You're a part of the
Yeah,
other half.
Yeah, okay, you and I are the ones that are at just regular 30.
Well, do we want to find a cart then?
Right, I'm gonna go start looking for a wagon.
All right.
So, here's the first question. How do you guys look generally? Are you trying to keep yourselves presentable, clean?
Darcy is trying to keep himself presentable.
Same here.
I don't know how well it's working.
I've got the magical clothes, so I think I'm good, but it's definitely got the hood up. So
I tried to maintain appearance, but obviously after that shipwreck, I don't think I look that great.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Artemis has prestidigitation, so he usually tries to make himself look decent.
Okay.
yeah, Varus doesn't really care. It's just because he's got magic clothes now that he's like, yeah, I guess they'll be clean. I guess.
Aren't you cool?
Yeah, I know. I'm so good.
I mean,
Alright.
Darcy even has soap, so he bathes when he can.
I had fine clothes.
Bathing in ocean water is probably not the best idea.
No.
I also had other clothes, but I threw them away when I jumped into the water. For no reason.
Got rid of the weight.
Yeah.
Honestly, not a bad idea. But as you guys kind of approach the actual city of, or the town of Cliff, you can see that there's a very hard, almost line between certain groups. The majority of the people here are kind of dirty, or not necessarily dirty, but like unkempt, solid, kind of hard work kind of people. You see that they seem to be toiling away at, you know, some sort of work here, there, everywhere. Do you see what appears to be like mining equipment that some of them are kind of grabbing around and kind of moving around town as well? There's bits of these kind of fine black dust that covers some of them, but you also see a uniform that honestly most of you would probably recognize, given that you just came from Umber. You also see a few people wearing the uniform of the wallkeepers from Umber.
Oh.
Not
Interesting.
many, per se. You see one maybe every few blocks acting as guards, kind of walking around, kind of shuffling around and forcing the miners, as you've probably noticed by now, to kind of move along within the town. And as soon as you make your way close to the actual town itself, you get this bit of kind of particulate in the air, and you can see that a lot of your clothes and things are beginning to get covered in this small, thin, kind of black substance.
Oh, what?
Well, my clothes are already black, so there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Oh, I was wearing the red one today. Artemis throws his hat off.
My clothes are white. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
They are now dust gray.
It's okay, I have to blend in, right?
You could see carts and carts of this kind of black stone that's almost powdery in some parts being lugged around.
Is that
And
cool?
yeah, it is cool. Though, honestly, was not very often mined. But glancing around, you look at the wallkeepers, and almost all of them have a rifle slung over their shoulder.
Oh.
What have I done?
But as you get a little
Made
bit into the actual town
You've allowed
itself,
labor camps.
oh, something like that. About 30 or 40 feet into the actual town itself. No, it wouldn't be. It would be like 100 feet into the actual town itself. You guys come across a square, and you can see maybe 2 or 3 dozen of the miners kind of protesting and shouting up at what appears to be an execution platform, where you see one of the wall keepers currently has a great axe in one of his hands, and what appears to be like a young boy, maybe like 14 or 15, currently in stockades on the platform.
Are they cheering yay or nay? Like yay execution or like boo?
They're
protesting.
pissed. Like every single one of them is pissed. There's maybe 4 or 5 of the other wall keepers that are kind of like surrounding the crowd and just trying to push them back and make sure that they're not, interfering. But as you guys get to the edge of this kind of square, you do see this occurring. You can keep going, or if there's something that you'd like to do about it, you can.
I want to ask one of the other people what happened.
One of the people from this town, Cliff?
Yeah.
Sure. You kind of poke at the shoulder of an older man as he kind of looks up. What do you want, outsider?
We just want to know what's happening. Why is this young boy being executed?
Kid stole. And if you steal, you get your head taken off. Simple as that.
Deal? Did he steal a lot?
I don't know what he stole. I don't care. He walks past you.
I think we made a good choice not dropping him off here at Cliff, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, you think?
This place doesn't seem too lovely.
You see at this point the crowd gets much more rowdy, and like they begin to push forward as the quotation mark crimes are being announced. For the crime of stealing 6 loaves of bread, 2 dead chickens cooked, and 7 blankets, as well as the annoyance of 6 officers, the injury of 2, and the theft of 16 platinum. You are sentenced to death. And at death, you see one of the actual crowd pull out what appears to be like a really large chisel and just stabs it into one of the wall keepers' heads.
Oh. Darcy was trying to work up courage to involve himself, but now just like, nope.
As that man falls, you see the other 4 pull out their rifles and just start firing into the crowd.
Oh my god.
I'm going to make 2 rolls.
Brutal.
And this is for the guards. And this is for the crowd. Ooh. Okay. The crowd actually rolled higher.
Yeah.
Within the blink of an eye, less than 10 seconds, all of you witness what is essentially a bloodbath as nearly 16 of the crowd is cut down with the first initial salvo, but the rest of them managed to find weapons or grab whatever they had at hand and managed to take down the other guards. Let's see what the guy on the platform decides to do. Okay. He takes the great axe and it comes down
Shit.
before he starts swinging into the crowd.
I'm going to.
Oh my God.
Okay, I am going to do something as I see him raise up the axe. How big is this crowd?
All the people that's left is maybe like less than 10.
Okay, so they would all fit within the range of, say, hypnotic pattern.
Probably.
I'm going to cast hypnotic pattern.
Okay. I am
Oh.
going to make 4 rolls, 2 for the crowd, 1 for the guard, and 1 for the boy.
I'd also like to do something.
Sure.
Stop.
This is for the crowd.
Okay.
Part 1, crowd part 2. Do they save?
So what were the saves for?
This is
Like,
for
which one is
hypnotic
which?
pattern.
I know, but
These first 2 are for the crowd.
the 17 makes it, the 12 does not.
Okay, so half of the crowd, 4 people, are not hypnotized. This is for the guard. He is not hypnotized, and this is for the boy. He makes it with a
He's not
minus one.
Wow.
God damn.
Holy shit.
Okay. He sees the axe coming down. I'm gonna give him an athletics check to try and escape those fucking stockades. He has to meet a 16 or higher. No, my boy. My boy.
Cast command on the guy with the axe.
Sure. What are you commanding him to do? Is that a charisma
Command
save?
him. It is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, so it'll be the same.
I command him to halt.
That's a 17.
That's my DC.
That is your DC, so he meets it. He does not halt.
Great.
This. Oh, fuck. Hold up.
Can I cast
There are
the...
people dying. Hold up.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't drunken blood this morning. Oh, God.
No.
Yep. I need you to give me a save.
Oh, no.
You
Being
drink blood?
the-
Oh no.
Not this
But
morning.
yeah, we had
We've been
fucking
with them.
onlookers.
Yeah, the entire time. Alright, let's go. Woohoo. Yeah. Oh, hey.
You're okay.
For now.
For now.
Until someone else bleeds.
Uh,
Which is about to happen when the kid gets his head chopped off.
I was about to say, as the executioner is getting ready to do this, I kind of glanced at everyone and just be like, "Are we wanting to stop this or?"
We've been stopping
You
this.
can already
You're
see.
saying
You
that.
can already see that 2 spells have been cast,
Okay, gotcha.
so it's already too
yeah,
late to
I'll-
not involve yourself.
Yeah.
You'd probably also notice that Varus' eyes are kind of flickering between the red and the black.
Yeah, I'll try. I mean, it's a con save, so it probably won't go through, but I'll do levitate on the executioner.
Okay. That's a 10.
Oh well. How far up? I think it's only 30 feet. I think there's a cap.
You
to
can
it,
move him
but let me
20 feet.
see. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'll just roll it in chat.
It doesn't matter. You cast the spell, and in that brief moment, he swings his axe right as his entire body basically gets shot upwards. The axe narrowly misses the boy's neck. What the fuck? Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, it narrowly misses the boy's neck before the guy just start tumbling upwards and kind of not really sure what to do as he's floating in the air, starting to scream. And you can see that the crowd is already kind of starting to depart. And this music is not appropriate for this. Give me 1 second. Let's see if that plays. But while we're waiting for that, yeah, you can see him lift it up, and then the rest of the crowd almost immediately just begin to part. A lot of them start running away, start screaming. You can see a few wall keepers kind of running into the actual square itself, and they begin to fire on the rest of the people that are left.
Oh my god, I want to stop them.
How are you going to stop them?
I will cast slow so they shoot slower. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't make sense, does it?
You can try.
Wait, does
They
it?
can make less shots.
Yeah, I was about to say it would
Yeah.
at least make them like
They don't
Yeah.
have
can't attack
multi-attack,
as much.
but yeah.
But is reload
Reload is an
reload-
action.
an action?
And they have
So
flintlocks, so yeah, they would have to reload.
my
Yeah, Artemis is just holding this guy up. Like, I imagine every turn I'm just making him go up until he's like 60 feet up and just kind of holding him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say slow because I want them to go slower.
Okay.
I'll just say that's what I'm trying to do.
All right. I'm going to make a save for them. There are 4 of them, so I'll make it all separately. D20 plus 2. That's success. That is a failure. That is a failure. And that is a failure. All right. The last one to come in is the one that succeeds, but you can see 3 of them almost immediately begin to slow. And they just look down at themselves very slowly and like, what the fuck?
The one thing I will thank this chaos is that it seems like nobody knows that we're the ones doing this.
As of currently, no. But let's see if the one who saved manages to pick up on this. He does pick up on this. He sees you, having just finished casting a spell, is going to shoot at you.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
Ow.
Oh,
Wow, what a good roll for this guy.
fucking 19 on the die. Jesus.
Jesus. Let me go find out how much a flintlock rifle does. Give me 1 second.
A D8 plus Dex.
It is... I think so? I'm just going to double check. It's a D12 plus Dex.
Whoa.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Goddamn.
You take 10 points of damage. I need you to give me a con saving throw against the slow. You manage to save. As he fires out the shot.
I
think that's a failure.
Not good.
Right?
That's not good.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Who is Varus closest to?
Currently,
And are they some random civilian?
no, I will say that he's currently in your group. So
I'll tackle him.
you'll tackle him? Okay,
Yes.
Vestelle manages to tackle him.
Well, hold up. No, they're not roles associated with this. I
This
would
is
not
true.
allow myself to be
This
tackled.
is true. This is true.
Okay,
This is
okay.
true.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics to prevent himself from being tackled.
Unlucky.
Oh man.
You jump in front of him and try and tackle him, but you see Varus nimbly dodge out of the way.
Can I tackle him next?
Sure. Give me the same roll. Athletics versus his acrobatics or athletics. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
jeez.
It's 24, huh?
Ooh.
Oh!
Defender
Oh.
wins. You barely managed to get out of the grasp, Varus, but Lyra, both Lyra and Vestelle like land at your feet or right beside you. You did fail your
I
save,
would
I'm pretty
assume, I
sure.
guess-
So
Yeah, I guess I would bite Lyra then, because she's the closest now.
go for
No,
it.
I like willingly give you my.
Okay,
my
then you don't
arm.
need to make an attack roll. You just get it. You just deal the damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, she still needs to do damage to let me.
You take
Yeah.
8 points of
Oh.
piercing damage, Lyra. As fortunately, in this chaos, no one seems to notice this.
Okay,
Blood everywhere.
in all this utter chaos, I'm going to start like ushering the people we were traveling with like away.
Oh,
I guess.
you turn around, they're gone.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey, we don't have to worry about him anymore. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You turn around once more, and you see that the 3 guards who have been slowed have already had their throats slashed.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jake,
Hello.
so this town is like on a cliff. How far away would you say the like edge of the cliff?
From where
Yes.
you are currently, probably
Yes.
less than 40 feet. Like, you can see
Okay.
what appears to be a large, maybe like 4-foot high railing, or like made of stone. That's just to prevent people from falling over.
That's neat. I'm gonna walk over there and just slowly bring the executioner up.
Oh
Okay.
man, you gotta kill him.
We'll see how he responds here in a moment. But that'll take me a couple rounds because I can only move him like 20 feet. So like, I imagine while this is going on, Artemis is just gonna slowly drift this guy over and have a little chat with him here in a couple more rounds.
Okay. But yeah, you bring him over to the edge of the cliff, and you could see currently in the middle of the crowd that things are not going well. There's more wall keepers kind of like flooding in from the outskirts. You could see there's like also part of these miners that are also kind of running in, some of them with pickaxes, a bunch of them with like this mining equipment, you know, makeshift weapons that they seem to be using. And I need everyone to just give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Oh no, a
I'm
spell.
not good at that.
That's magic.
Oh, let's go! That's a lot of rolls.
Jesus, everyone fucking failed. Artemis, Varus, Vestelle, you did not fail.
What sort of effect is this?
It is technically a charm effect.
So I have advantage.
You do have advantage.
Oh, then I have advantage too.
Then you also have advantage, Vaerun.
19.
19 succeeds.
Excellent.
Vaerun, 20 succeeds.
Hey.
The only
We're
one
going
who
to have to drag.
does
We're going to have to
succeed
drag
is Lyra.
Lyra away. Somebody grab Lyra. We're running. We're
grab
never
Lyra.
coming back to Cliff. Cliff is awful.
I'll also grab Lyra. We'll both double grab her.
As all of you kind of witness the scene of starting to turn into a little bit more than you expected, all of a sudden, all of you hear "stop" in the top, like an extremely loud, almost booming voice that echoes across the entire town. And everyone just completely stops, except for the five of you. Lyra, for some reason, you feel as if the breath within you is caught in a brief moment. You can still breathe, but you just feel like you have to stop. Everyone else, some sort of power seems to be trying to influence your minds, but you manage to overpower it yourselves and are not influenced. But kind of glancing over, all of you see a man walk from one of the side streets holding the bridge of his nose and what appears to be like a large horn to his side, of which he now straps to his side. We're all people here. Let's be civil, please. For the love of the fucking gods. Please. You see this man kind of walking forwards towards the middle of the crowd before you feel the spell kind of release its hold on you. And a lot of the people either drop their weapons or kind of start taking like very heavy breaths. God.
What does this guy look like?
Let me give you a description. You see probably, honestly, a rather young gentleman, early 30s, with like blonde white hair that kind of flows in the wind, a piercing set of blue eyes, and kind of like, you expect that he probably would sport a smile on his face if he wasn't so pissed in the current moment. He wears what appears to be like loosely tailored kind of fancy clothes, a dress shirt that is probably buttoned down a little too far, and a coat, and just kind of walking through the square. And you can see strapped to his side is what appears to be a paper box, but he also seems to be wearing like the insignia of the wall keepers. He kind of holds the bridge of his nose, looks around at the squares like, what happened? Please, someone tell me what happened in a calm manner. What happened? Is the executioner still in the air?
I'm probably holding them there.
You would see one of the wall keepers kind of step forward. They attacked us first, sir. Okay, and what prompted that attack? We were gonna execute someone for stealing.
You were going to execute a child.
The fucking boy? Oh my, by the gods, fucking Fowlane, forgive me. Are you fucking idiots? you can see him walk up to the wallkeeper. Tell me. Grabs him by the collar of the shirt. Are you a fucking idiot? No, sir, I don't think so, sir. Yes, you fucking are! He slaps him before walking over to the stockade.
I fucking love this guy.
He takes out a chisel, breaks off the locks. Oh my god. Kid, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you. Alright? Please. The kid just runs away. Ugh. What are you doing up there, Fareed? He's looking. He looks at the executioner. It would appear that I'm being levitated, sir. He looks around, spots Artemis. Are you the one doing that?
I kind of. You can probably see the little bit of like the markings across my neck and up to my chin, kind of glowing. Yeah.
Please let him go over solid ground.
As he says, "Let him go," I drop him like 5 feet, and then I just kind of look over at him, at the executioner. You there? How far of a drop would you say that is?
A lot.
And does the fact that you're about just me getting mildly distracted away from dropping you down that far?
Artemis, just bring him over solid ground.
Oh no, I am. I want to make sure that he understands how it feels to stare down death. And then I'll kind of move him over 20 feet onto this side, drop him 60 feet.
Woo! Yep, you drop him. Do you?
And then as he hits, do what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like I'll probably like bring him down a little bit so it's not like a guaranteed lethal fall, but like 30 feet or so and drop him, and then just say, remember that next time you're on gallows duty.
You hear him groaning, and he's definitely gonna have some bruises and broken bones, but he should live.
How far did he get dropped?
30 feet.
30 feet.
2d8.
Oh, Lord.
He survived. But you see the man with the 6-shooter kind of rubbing the bridge of his nose, walking towards all of you. He's like, you're all new to town, right? I'm sorry you had to see that. This isn't how we operate normally. Tensions have been a bit high, as you can fucking see. Yeah?
Lovely first introduction.
Welcome to Cliff! Oh, I wish it was better circumstances. I'm so sorry. I'm Captain Valatar. It's fantastic for you all to be here. I'm so sorry. Let me show you his portrait.
And I kind of want to roll an insight to see how genuine he's being with that.
Sure. Give me an insight check.
15.
From the best that you can tell, he seems very fucking pissed off right now. So, yeah, seems pretty genuine. Like,
For everything that it's worth, we are sorry that we played a hand in it devolving into chaos like it did, but we were trying to minimize the amount of bloodshed.
yeah, that's what I'm fucking here for, too. You know, if I let these fucking idiots just run this goddamn town, this entire place would be a smoldering ruin. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Like, now is really not a great time. Maybe we can find another time to chat over some tea or something, right? How does later this afternoon work? Huh? Yeah? I could give you guys a proper introduction to the town, what we do here, and how things work, without people fucking shooting at other people. You see him like yell in the general direction of his wallkeepers. Sunset. Tea. Meet at the edge of the castle? Yeah? How does that sound for all of you?
Sounds lovely.
Sure.
Sure, certainly.
don't stir up trouble, and if you see anything, report it to the wall keepers and tell them to fucking stay calm. There's an order from me.
Of course. Not to worry.
Oh, God. Okay, now another fucking mess to clean up as he walks away.
Oh,
This is-
someone
this
here
is-
has.
This is probably how the guy in charge of the British soldiers in American colonies felt.
Well, at least someone here has a clear head on their shoulders.
Lord.
So, did anyone see where our foreign friends went to?
Nope.
Nope,
Let's
and I don't
go-
care to look for them, honestly. Probably better though they don't come with us.
You go and look for them. I'm gonna get back to trying to find a wagon.
I'll
Yeah,
help
don't
with
don't go stealing loaves of bread. Apparently, that's a death sentence around here.
Apparently.
Yeah, oddly.
To be fair, it was more than just bread, but at the same time, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if he stole like a whole entire vault of like riches, I mean, I could maybe see it, but
No.
aside from the platinum, it feels like a lot of it was things that were stolen out of desperation.
It's only thievery. Any form of thievery should not mean execution.
Yes, I agree. Punishable, sure. Executable, probably not.
Varus,
Yes, Darcy's going to go and look for a wagon.
you spot your foreign friends
Mm-hmm.
hiding in an alley nearby,
Mm-hmm.
looking towards you guys.
Oh. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to just say, "Oh, I don't see them." I think he will tap Vaerun on the back and just kind of point and nod over in the direction.
Vaerun, as soon as they're pointed out, you also see
Oh,
the people.
good. They're safe. Very good.
My brother, your internet is going wild.
Robot K.
What?
You're a robot.
I'm a robot? You're a robot.
I didn't know he got the Warforged upgrade between last session and this session.
Oh, did you know?
All right. But you guys are now free to roam the town, doing whatever it is that you so wish.
Oh, let's look for horses or a cart.
Yeah. Are they gonna if we start walking? Do they follow us or do they stay in the alleyway?
They do start following you.
Okay. Still at a distance.
Yes.
Lovely. I'll just make sure they don't get fucking stabbed, I guess. So I'll keep my eye on them.
Mm-hmm. They follow you at a not strictly very far distance, but they're not difficult to see either. But yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing?
I'm going for wagon purchasing.
I'll go too.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Mm. Do.
Wow. Between the two of you, honestly, find a few relatively stable wagons that one of them is very, very clean, a relatively new one, and the guy basically says, yeah, we were originally going to use this to haul coal, the black mineral stuff that you guys have been seeing around town, but
Right.
the weight of this wheel structure isn't as sound, so it's a lot more, built to make to hold people rather instead. So like if you were wanted to use it for passengers, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. Just don't stick too many people in the back, and it shouldn't collapse under its own weight.
What would you say is considered too many?
For this, you could have 2 drivers, maybe 6 passengers. Anything more than that, you'd be risking, risking the biscuit.
Right. Okay. Jake, looking over it with my knowledge of like wooden structures and whatnot, what would you say I'd be able to maybe shore it up a bit so that I would actually be able to support more people if need be?
Give me a tools check.
Oh, that's with dexterity. Crap.
Is it?
Intelligence would be. Fucking goddamn it. Subtract 3 from that, so 16.
16. You look at it, it'll take a few hours, but if you wanted to modify it to be able to accommodate a few people, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. You think you can use either some wood or some other things to either kind of like reinforce the bottom structure of the thing so it doesn't collapse, reinforce the strength here and there, add some beams maybe. It'll take a bit to kind of add all these things and make sure they're structurally sound, but you think you could probably, with a few hours work, increase the amount of people that it can hold up to 10. But then after that, it's a space issue, not a weight issue.
Yeah. If we really need to like pack people in.
Yeah. But it's
like if we need to like if we need to ford a river or something.
Yeah. It's like an open back cart that was specifically designed to be pulled by 2 horses. So you could. But yeah, it wouldn't be too much of an issue.
All right. Yeah. Right. Well, tag it. How much are you wanting for it?
Honestly, it's not too much use to us. So you can take it to us from, let's see. I got this thing for like 7 gold. You could take it off our hands for 15.
Seems perfectly fair. I gotta make a profit on it, especially
Yeah.
considering the money that you spent on it for it being useless to you.
Main pain is getting the shit back, transported back here to Cliff. Can't do it by anything except for a freaking land road.
Well, they're a bit too heavy for seafaring ships.
Well, there ain't no port nearby either. The nearest port will be Lust Pass or Rinson. If you really wanted something like that, I mean, sure. There is an elevator that goes down all the way to the bottom of the cliff, but it's out of use. No one uses it. There's no point. It's too dangerous for ships to get that close to here.
I suppose that's true. And take a big old project of people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Druids and the like.
Cliff is from a bygone time when the seas were a little bit more chill.
Yeah, I'll give him 15 gold.
He takes it. Thanks kindly. Take care of the cart, but, otherwise, don't give a shit.
Right. You take care.
Yeah.
And best of luck with the next cart.
Well, we got a few other ones that we're already using. There's 2 other ones we're retiring soon because they're fucking getting clogged up with coal dust. I gotta think, what's this shit doing to our lungs? We're breathing
Probably nothing
shit in
nice.
all the time.
This dust just sticks to everything. As Darcy just pats on his shoulder and just a cloud.
Yeah, he kind of looks up and you could see his face is dirty. There's just like clumps of like this small smear of black all over his entire skin. There's tons of it underneath his fingernails, on his hands. He looks at you. Yeah, tell me about it.
I haven't even been here the whole day yet.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it. It never really cleans off, no matter how much you try and wash it. Well, unless you want to spend the next year in an ocean. Maybe then it'll get off.
I'd rather not, personally.
Me neither.
Yeah, then I'll just leave him to that, though we'll need to get horses as well.
Mm-hmm. He can hold on to them for you.
Yeah. Then let's go find horses.
Let's do that.
Give me an investigation check.
Hopefully without miner's lung.
Hopefully. Well, Vestelle, you don't have nearly as much luck as the previous occurrence, where both of you had essentially gone to the same place. We're like, yes, this is a good place. Let's go. Now instead, you're just kind of a little lost as to where to go. Honestly, the town doesn't seem like it has many animals. At the very least, none that are, for sale. But Darcy, you do find a spot. You find like a small shack near the corner of the actual town itself, where there's a few horses that are shacked up. They don't look the healthiest, but they do seem to be in working order. The woman at the front kind of looks at you. Shit. Fucking outsiders. What do you want? Darcy? Hello? Is it me? Oh my god, it's me. Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Fucking... Oh!
Alright, Jake, is there anybody, tending to the horses?
Yes! Sorry, I must have cut off before. There was a woman at the front who was kind of brushing one of the horses, and as soon as you get there, she looks at you and says, fucking outsiders. What do you want?
I was looking to buy a couple of your horses if you're selling.
How much are you willing to pay?
Wait, let me double check. What's the cost of horses?
You look, there's 5 horses. 3 of them look like on the verge of death from how much they've been worked. And 2 of them look okay. They're not great, but they look like they're okay.
Draft horses are 50 gold. Riding horses are 75.
What would these horses be considered?
What's the cheapest one?
Draft.
They're like draft horses with the statistics of a mule.
Ouch. Mules are 8 gold.
Are there oxes, cows, something? And it's some strong animal that could actually be worked other than a horse, because these horses are not going to fucking cut it. I can already tell.
From the best that you can tell, unfortunately, no.
Well, quite frankly, these horses look like they're about to keel over.
That's not my problem. That's yours.
It is your problem when they actually do keel over and you don't have the money to actually get new ones.
That's too bad, isn't it? That's for me to worry about.
Right, which is why I'm willing to pay you 50 gold for those 2 right there.
He looks at the 2, and looks at you. 75.
60.
75.
60.
Looks like you don't get horses.
Can I? Well, have fun with the corpses.
I will.
I don't get any sort of charisma check with that.
I don't like that.
With her specifically? No.
Just, there's no other places we can probably get horses. Just no. I would pay it.
She watches as you walk away. Goes back to brushing the first horse.
Was there anyone else that might have been like? Is there anyone else that I can see working around here that might have been listening in?
Yeah. You see, like, actually, you would see the young boy who was originally on the execution platform.
Oh, it's you.
He kind of steps back a little bit. Yeah.
No worries. I'm not gonna do anything. I overheard everything and it seemed like you was trying to do a good turn.
Thanks. I guess.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I came to say thanks. I don't know what you did, but the guy floating, so I guess
Right,
you did something.
that was our companion Artemis. He did a fair bit more. He did a good bit more successful things than I did, honestly.
Well, thanks. I can. I'll talk to her. He kind of moves into the building. And
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yep. After about 30 or 40 seconds, he comes out. He's like, she said 60 gold is fine.
Sorry, what was that?
She said 60 gold is fine.
Darcy will fish out 60 gold.
He takes it, kind of starts walking towards the door, and you see him bolt.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Because I'm assuming he's running away.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to.
If that doesn't work, I will use Curse of Binding.
Jesus.
You guys.
Tasha's Hideous
It's
Laughter
just-
save. That's
It's just the
13.
two of them, right?
He collapses giggling.
Yep. You see him collapse on the ground giggling, and he drops the money.
Darcy will go over and pick it up and undo the spell.
He just starts crawling away.
Kid, I'm not going to punish you for that. You can... Just don't try and trick me. Please.
Okay. 60 gold. And he just walks away. Like, really hurriedly.
Is he... Question, did it look like he actually went and talked to the woman?
Yeah. The woman is staring at you expectantly from inside.
Yeah, Darcy will go in and... $60 gold agreed on?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Go. She opens the two doors and it says, go. Get out of here before I change my mind.
Darcy will take the horses and head over to where the cart was.
Mm-hmm.
When they're doing that, I'd be getting supplies. Like food and sleeping stuff that we lost.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Vaerun would be getting food and sleeping supplies. Or camping supplies. Yeah.
Sure. Give me a investigation check.
Anyone want to come with? I mean, there's other people.
I'll come with.
Alright. Out in the town.
Yeah. Honestly, it's too much of it. It's too much of an issue. No. It's not too much of an issue. You go around, buy whatever food and supplies that you need. No one really makes any trouble for you. Though you are stopped on the street by like a middle-aged man. He looks at you, looks at your attire. Sir, are you
Yes.
the godly folk?
Yes, I'm a priest.
Are you able to cure afflictions?
Yes, certain types.
Would you be able to help my daughter?
No?
Please.
What's wrong with her?
Here, let me show you.
What does this guy look like?
He looks like he's like probably late 40s. Like rail thin. He's basically skin stretched over bones. Like this really scraggly hair, and his entire body is just covered in coal dust.
Does he give off sketchy vibes?
Give me an insight check.
Vaerun trusts the heck out of him. Not even gonna check.
From the best that you can tell, he genuinely seems to believe that Vaerun is someone who can help, and has gone to him because he's looking for help.
Okay, I allow it.
Mm-hmm. And as you kind of guided towards one of the homes nearby, you can see it's basically like a single story stacked on top of another bunch of buildings. There's no real door to stop, like control airflow. But as you walk in, you can see on a bed of like grass and reeds is like maybe a 7 or 8 year old girl, and she's just coughing her lungs out. You can see there's bits of blood around the edges of her mouth, and like her entire body is also covered in this black kind of almost dust.
Okay. I'll do a medicine check.
Sure, give me a medicine check.
I guidance myself. Foul lane, lead me to this sick girl's affliction. Oh my god, so bad. Oh my god.
14. Well, it's a little bit difficult to kind of assess exactly what's going on with her. You can tell that there's something going on with her lungs, considering she's coughing so much. But you can't pin down the exact reason for it.
Okay. I see. I cast Last Restoration.
Okay. Can you pop that into chat? I just want to double check what it does. Okay. As soon as you cast the spell, you can see she stops coughing rather than like the forceful, hard, dry coughs that have been coming out of her mouth. Instead, she subsides to like small instead, as you see she like throws up what appears to be like a small chunk of black something. You can see it's covered in like her mucus, but just inspecting it, it looks to be a chunk of coal.
You can see this was inside her throat, covering her lungs. Must have been what she was trying to cough up.
Oh, my girl, my dear girl, she... I'm so sorry. I'm a failure of a father. You hear him begin to just fucking start cursing in what language? In the Midlands language. Thank you. He looks back at you. I don't have anything to give you.
No need. Just pass it on. Next time you see someone in trouble.
I will. I will. Thank you. I hate to impose more, but do you have some food?
Oh, yes. Luckily, we just bought some food, and I think I accidentally bought too much. So, here, let me give you some food.
Right? How much do you give him?
Let's see. Let me calculate real quick how much I would have bought. So we have what, 11 people?
Mm-hmm.
How far is Rinsan?
About 3 days.
3 days, so 33. I guess we have bought like probably a bit more. I'd say we bought like 44 at least. I'll say I give them 10 days worth of food.
Holy shit, okay.
And then I'm just gonna go buy more later.
Yeah, we have gold. We have
He
no
just
issue.
looks at it.
in terms of
He
gold.
looks at you. And just starts crying. He like grabs you by the forearm and just like really tightly holds onto your forearm.
I hold him back. I let him cry it out.
It takes him a few minutes, but thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately turns and starts trying to feed like small kind of pieces to his daughter. Do you leave him?
Yeah.
As you're leaving, he kind of just goes, thank you, thank you, thank you, the entire way.
May the life outline guide you. And Vaerun leaves.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. You leave him behind, and you kind of begin to get a little bit of a clearer picture of the town. Was there anything else that anybody else wanted to do?
Artemis was going to buy a couple things. If they have it, obviously.
Sure. What are you going to try and buy?
So the first thing, like really minor thing, is just because of the whole boat incident. I'm gonna restock on cigarettes and matches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that would be, but you know, haha, I have money now.
They do warn you of the matches, and they say that the
Ah,
black dust
yeah.
is burnable, and
Yeah,
very,
I won't.
very
Yeah, no.
flammable.
I won't use it here. I
Lights
promise.
one up, entire
Yeah.
town goes up.
I need it. Lights it. But no, I'll pocket those. I won't. I won't just have that out in the open.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, unfortunately, I think because of the boat incident, I lost the broken armor. Because I was assuming that it was on the cart.
Yeah, it was.
So it's gone. So I'm just gonna see
Oh, you
if
mean
they
the
just.
the halfling armor that was on the bugbear?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah.
gonna get it like repaired and refitted, but well, we kind of lost the cart. And I never brought it up to you to like store it in the bag, so you know, joke's on me, I suppose. But that's fine. I'll see if they have half plate here.
They do not have any armor for sale. Or
Gotcha.
weapons.
Okay. They don't have weapons either?
Nope. Nothing.
Damn it. All right. That's fine. I guess I'll save this then for when we go to the bigger town.
You can
Well,
definitely
so
see
yeah.
that the wall keepers have weapons.
Yeah.
A lot of them are equipped in like half plate or kind of studded leather, and all of them have rifles, and most of them are also carrying a sword.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I doubt they would have the weapon I was looking for because it would probably be more exotic anyways. So yeah, I'll just save it for the next town then.
Mm-hmm.
Or next city, rather. Yeah, I'll probably come back after like kind of walking around the town for a little bit, and then just kind of not really have anything new, just my cigarettes, which I can't use here because, well,
You might set the town afire.
yeah, I don't want to blow this joint up.
All right. But yeah, as all of you kind of gather, if an hour or so before sunset, you can decide on whatever it is you want to do, or you can just wait and meet up with the captain in about an hour.
Yeah. I obviously, by the way, just keep an eye out on everything. Just to make sure nothing happens to us.
To you guys specifically, or are you looking out for the entire town? Like, what are you looking for? Huh?
I'm looking out for threats in general that I could see, and not just black lung.
Okay. There's no threats per se, but you do get approached. An older gentleman, late 50s, you think, early 60s maybe. Almost white hair if it wasn't for all the kind of soot and coal dust that's just lingering through it, almost dyeing it partially gray. A large beard, and honestly, you expected what would be like a rotund belly underneath, but he looks horribly skinny. Probably hasn't had enough to eat, and maybe would have had a jolly face at one point, but he approaches and says, "You're some of the outsiders, yeah?"
I suppose.
He kind of looks around, almost trying to see that there's nobody around, and gets a little bit closer. "Help us out. Get rid of these fuckers, please. Please."
Exactly. Which ones are the fuckers?
He kind of... I don't think I need to tell you explicitly who the fuckers are. The peoples with full bellies, money in their pockets, gun strapped to their back and a sword at their side, wearing shiny armor. I think you know who the fuckers are.
Is it just the guards that look like they've been well fed?
It looks like just the guards. Like, you
Wow.
don't see anybody else in their clothes or in their... Like, the only other person that you saw that was relatively well dressed up, like, was like that, was the captain. And he was a guard as well, because he had the wallkeeper's insignia on him.
Yeah. But citizens do not seem well fed or nothing of the sort.
Not a single one. There's some that are like, that look like they're physically fit, but they don't look like they've eaten very well.
I see.
Please. Give you whatever the hell we can find and scrounge up from them afterwards.
I'll be honest with you. I can see what I can do, but I can't make a certain promise.
Can you promise me that you'll try at least then?
Yeah,
You'll put an
I
effort
can do
in.
that.
You'll let someone know how they're treating us.
I can absolutely do that. Yeah, because Varus truly looks around and just is disgusted by this place.
All right. But yeah, he approached you, kind of spoke with you, and then just kind of looked at you a little bit before leaving. Eventually, all of you meet back together with a new cart and 2 new horses who look... They look okay.
They'll get us to Rinsan.
They'll live for the next 3 days. After that, who knows?
After that, we need to get new horses.
After that, it was just, good luck.
I
Vaerun
have a
will do
question
medicine
for
check.
all of you.
Hmm.
Look around for me and tell me if you see any citizen that truly look happy, well-fed, taken care of.
Varus, I know what you're trying to do, and the answer is obviously not.
Only the guards.
Just within your line of sight, Varus, you can see 2 guards. One is a woman who's probably eaten a little bit too much. You can see that her top is probably a lot tighter than it should be, and her stomach is almost like popping buttons on her uniform.
How can something like this actually be allowed to happen?
Because the people that should be stopping it are the ones doing it.
But don't you
There
think someone
is-
else needs to do something about it?
Like us, we are 6 people.
To be fair, we may be 6, but during that whole fiasco, that line of guards that were going to start firing into the crowd got taken out pretty easily by the some of the rogue civilians.
You suggesting we team up with them and
Start a rebellion.
I'm
I will
suggesting we
remind
do
you
something.
all of something. These are Umber Wall Guard. If something happens to them, more forces from Umber will march here to replace them. It's not a matter of bandits coming in and taking over a town. It is an armed, organized force that we cannot fight.
And even if we do beat them back, they'll just come back with more.
If they don't just wipe this place off the map in general. And I can almost guarantee you, none of these people would survive outside of this town. They would go on the roads and they would die to wild animals.
None of these people are surviving inside this town.
I'm aware, which is why getting rid of the guards is not the solution. That captain has there's so little discipline in any of these guards. Artemis said it himself. Starving, desperate miners. Slaughtered them. The only thing they have is guns and full bellies. The captain is in over his head. Whether he is meaning well in all of this or not, I do not know. But he needs to control his men more.
And if he can't control it, then he's no better than them. And it would seem as
Which
though
is why
he's no better than them.
Which is why I intended to bring this up to him when we're meeting him.
What if he's part of the issue?
Instead of planning an armed rebellion that will fail.
I agree with you. We'd just be causing a lot of bloodshed with probably no progress.
And what's the plan if, like Artemis says, he is in on this?
Don't get me wrong, I doubt that he wants these people to be slaughtered needlessly as we saw earlier today, but clearly he stands to gain from them suffering. And for all we know, and what is more than likely occurring, is he doesn't want them slaughtered because they are a resource for them to utilize. They do all the hard work, they get all the gains from it, and they, as mentioned, get full bellies and fuel for their weapons. And the fact that he's not put down the hammer on his men, or at least called for replacement, says a lot. From the looks of it, I kind of motioned to the couple guards that we saw that look like they've had a little bit too much. They've been here, reaping the benefits for quite some time.
All things considered, us talking about it, we're not going to get any new information. We're not going to glean anything. Us just quibbling over all of this solves nothing.
Look, I don't disagree that we should bring it up with him. I think, if anything, it'll be worth it. But what's more likely going to happen is either A, he'll say that it's beyond his control and that it's not his fault, or B, he'll try and justify it some way or another, because again, he seems to be the one to stand the most from gaining things here.
How did the captain look in comparison to his guards? Did he look overfed, or did he look...
He was he was pretty skinny and fit.
Whatever it is, the captain does not seem to be indulging. Comparatively.
But the fact is,
most of what's going on with these people is that they are starving. The food is going into them. If I had to guess, a number of the guards, if not all of them, band together and are simply keeping it for themselves because their captain is too busy with other things.
Probably some politics that he has to deal with, even. Whoever runs his place. Causing it.
Now, let's just go talk to him.
All right. At the designated location, you can see just him by himself, kind of leaning over the railing, looking over the cliff.
Would I have been able to get a short rest in after getting the horses in the cart?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Short rest. Not hurt.
But you glance over at him. As you guys go to meet him, you see that he's by himself. He's leaning over the edge of the railing, kind of just looking at the ocean below, near the actual near the, what is it called, the lighthouse. And you see him just kind of sighing as you guys approach. Oh, hello. Hey, hi. Good. You guys are here. Fuck.
Is something the matter?
Everything's the matter. you guys come into town and you saw that. You saw what happened. It's not like it was exactly subtle. You know, just a dozen or so people dead at the hands of two fucking sides that I can't get to work together.
And you're trying to, right? You're actually trying to, because your men seem to be the big problem.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah. Those fucking idiots decided that, oh, we have the guns. Oh, we're better than them.
Your men are also hoarding food.
They're doing what?
Have you not noticed?
No.
While we were walking around, all of your guards seemed overfed.
Oh my fucking god, that's why his button popped that other day. Oh, it makes so much more sense now. Fucking
Really?
You see him slam his fist into the wall.
I'm rolling insight to see if he's just playing this up.
Me too.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Artemis is just
That's
Artemis cannot believe that someone of this rank would be this stupid.
My god.
Unless he was specifically sent here by the previous guy, because the previous guy was the one who set this shit up.
Yeah.
Well,
From the best that you can tell. Oh, yeah. If you wanted to roll insight, you can.
oh,
Vestelle has no idea.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But
it's legit to me, guys.
from the best that all of you can tell, he seems to be legit. He seems to be genuinely pissed off and
Oh
angry.
my fucking god, dude.
Vaerun.
Artemis just mutters under his breath and like,
Vaerun.
by the gods.
Darcy's just
Something
sitting
doesn't
there
strike you as
with-
quite right.
Oh?
But you don't know what it is. He seems to be telling the truth, genuinely. But something's not quite right. You don't know what it is.
May I ask, what do you want from us? I don't believe you just called us here just for a nice chat.
Well, I was going to invite you guys to tea and show you guys around town. Be like, hey, this place isn't that bad. If you really want to stay, get a little bit of spend some money here. Maybe get some of our economy probably back up and flowing. Get some hope back up with people. Talk to them, Oh, that would have been great. But now all of a sudden I fucking find out that my people are stealing food from the actual working class. Ugh. You see him start pacing around as both of his knuckles turn white. Well, initially I was going to see if you guys could talk some sort of brokerage between the fucking working class, the miners, and us, the wall keepers, right? Try and get something working, something on the par where we can talk to one another and get things sorted out so that we're not always at each other's throats no matter what this happens. My boys, though not really my boys. I fucking got sent here to replace the other dumbass who got his head, blown off or some shit a few weeks ago. But my men, the wall keepers, they're supposed to be better than this. We're Umber guards. We take care of the people. But I don't know. Maybe sitting inside the fucking walls of Umber just got them all fat and tidied and cared that there was nothing happening, and all of a sudden they're all expecting the exact same shit out here. What?
Question. How long have you been stationed here?
Me? Just a few weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks at this point. I don't even remember. The numbers, the days, they kind of blur into one another. It doesn't... It's just fucking... The rest of us, everyone together, a few months. We've been trying to kind of... Umber has a new program. We're trying to kind of expand out into the regions around us to create our own little area, so we're not, beholden to the people of Melagos or the people of Free Reach. That we're our own individual area, that we have governance over the Umberlands, and that, you know, the Free Reach can take the Reach, the Tri-Point, whatever the fuck. Melagos, Crossing, you know, all that, theirs. We just want control over our own lands, the Umberlands. That's why we're out here.
Right.
I was trained to handle political situations between clashing houses, people who were willing to speak but lie and stab each other in the back, you know, behind fucking closed doors. Not people who are stabbing each other in the face. Face to face.
Right. So now that you know what's going on and that the men that you are in charge of are hoarding food, what's your plan? Because if you can get these people food, I can almost guarantee they will work with you.
Okay. Then what happens to my wall keepers? What if they all of a sudden don't like that we're sharing the food that they're supposed to be giving out anyways?
Are they gonna starve?
No, they're not going to starve. They have more than enough food.
They understand how, like, bodies work? Like, no offense, they all look like they could probably go a week without eating. Probably doing some good, too.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Maybe, I don't know. You've already said you're not trained for this.
I'm not trained to handle a situation where the people are specifically rebelling against the people who are supposed to be helping them.
Do you
That's the
have
problem. They're not.
do you have any sort of second in command?
No, it's just me. There was a
Get
guy
a second
before,
again.
fucking literally got his head blown off.
How was he at his job?
Probably wouldn't have gotten his head blown off if he was good at it. So,
I meant like leadership-wise. Did they listen to him?
no. He's probably the
So
reason
then
we're
it's
in this state.
Yeah, then it seems you have a problem with your people not following orders.
You know what? Reel them in and punish them for disobeying orders.
How the fuck am I supposed to do that when they're all on their own side and I'm just here as their new commander?
Be a
How many-
commander.
How many men are stationed here under your command?
With the loss of the recent 7, less than 30.
It would take too long for for reinforcements to get here from Umber that would actually listen to you.
Weeks, at the minimum.
Right. By then, this place would be nothing more than a smoking crater.
No. We're just lucky that none of the gunpowder has been set off by some of the guns yet.
Not yet. Have you ever tried to punish any of your people yet? At all?
I didn't know they were stealing food. But I will. Now.
But this can't be the first time that they've tried to execute someone.
It's the second time. First time I didn't catch them in time.
And what did you do with the guy who ordered it or did the executing?
They're still in the dungeons. Told them that we're dealing with people. These people are just as much people as we are. We're all supposed to be equal. We're supposed to be working together to ensure that coal is a resource that Umber can use, that their factories can actually have. But all of a sudden, this shit goes down. And all of this fucking... Ugh! You see him just
People
grab like
die.
a brick, just throws it off the cliff.
Before your people die, you won't have anything left. And then Umber suffers.
Yeah. Now they're gonna, and then after, if we fail here, they're gonna send a fucking another expedition force, and that one's probably gonna wipe this place off the planet, and then rebuild from scratch, because it'll be easier that way.
Do you have a way of contacting Umber?
I've sent a few birds. They're slow.
Right.
I've told them in the situation. Haven't gotten anything back yet.
Out of curiosity, the food for this place, do you receive it from Umber? Is it harvested here?
It's a mix. Some of the people go out into the surrounding areas, the woods, the swamps. They manage to find tubers, roots. They go hunting, things like that. But there's also a lot of food that's imported here from Lest Pass.
The food that they go out and hunt, what happens to it? Does it get taken and put into a communal area, or are they allowed to keep it for themselves?
You're right. Well, currently, it's all being given to us. Kind of being sold for money. Some
Where
of
is it
them
being
they're eating, but,
Where is it being stored?
It's in a warehouse nearby.
So, what you're telling me is that for money, people can survive. But if they don't have any, they can't. Like, nobody here has the daily necessities of food available, even if they're down on their luck.
Some people can't work.
So they don't get to eat.
That's the shit of it.
Why don't you yourself divvy out food to the workers? I mean, if it's stored in a warehouse or whatever, wouldn't you be able to access it and, I don't know, again,
that might
divvy it
not
up
be a bad idea.
amongst the people? You think?
Rather than...
I'm going to be completely honest, I'm surprised they haven't ransacked that place yet.
We pay more for food. And then, because there's more food in the warehouse, we start distributing some of it more evenly. And if someone really needs it, they're starving, they get some.
See, the problem here becomes the fact that if that happens, you need to make sure that your guys don't just take the food from the people who are being given it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you propose we solve that? Oh, shit! We could have a mixed force. Half garrison mine, half theirs. Right? That would work.
Wait.
You're
This place
more
doesn't have
likely
a...
to have infighting, but sure.
It's better. What kind of solution would you give me then?
All I'm saying is someone or something needs to happen so that your people get controlled. Or, like, put into their place. Intimidated, even, if you will. Act like a commander.
Something else. If they're not listening to you, someone else told them this is something that they should do. You have one of them in your dungeons, right?
Yeah.
Question him. Who do they respect? Who do they listen to?
Right. Yes, and then make an example of them. Take control. Make them fear your rank.
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't say that.
That's a
more
that's
respect.
that's a little much.
People who rule with fear are typically not fit to rule.
I mean,
So
to be fair, if you start ruling with fear at the same time, you might have them work together, but not in the outcome that you want.
Yes, true. I would say that
Hello?
established.
Hello? Sorry, I disconnected when you started talking.
Oh. Jesus. How long ago?
When?
No. Just when Andy started talking.
Oh, okay.
I got But basically, just question, as mentioned, question the one guy in the dungeon, see who they look up to, probably hold him
Yes.
accountable,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
basically make it that you are the one, the commander, the captain, whatever your rank is, and that if they continue the way that they have been doing so, you will personally make sure that they are locked away, or hell, even sent back to Umber,
Mm-hmm.
where
The
they will
problem
not
here-
have as much.
The problem here is the fact that clearly there's someone underneath you who's actually taking charge. Because there's no way this entire thing is happening without someone behind the reins.
Yeah, I think there is. And I think I might have an idea of who it might be. I just need a confirmation of it.
And as long as you can make an
And-
example of them, it should be fine.
Then let's
Hopefully.
go and get that.
Yeah.
Honestly, we still have some time that we can spend here, so
So
if you're
apart from-
willing to, if you
You have
kind of do.
7 days to get to Castle Umbera before the next
Yeah,
full moon.
Yeah, the thing is, we would still not be. We have time for it to happen for us to not be in a populated town center.
That is true.
That's what Darcy is. That's what Darcy is considering right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, like if anything,
So long
we
as
can
we are not in a popularized area.
Yeah, if for whatever reason we're not gonna be in that place by the time it rolls around, we can at least just camp out and handle
We
it.
were already going to need to get new horses in Rinsan anyway. Because the ones that we have are probably going to collapse if a fucking goblin breathes on them.
He kind of scratches his head. Okay.
But yes, who do you suspect is the one that is in charge here? Is
Yeah.
it the executioner? Is it perhaps someone directly under you in terms of rank? Like,
There you go. It's the executioner. At least that's who I'm
Yeah.
assuming. He's the one who seems to be always the loudest, fucking most annoying one. Who's always talking, suggesting things to all the others, like, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh,
well, the good news is that I'm pretty sure he's probably still recovering from that little bitty fall that he took.
Hmm.
Plus, you have grounds to punish him now too.
Yes,
if we
he
get a
did.
confession and evidence, yes.
He did attempt to kill the young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Question him, and then if you're able to basically get a confession that yes, it was him, basically, I wouldn't say execute him. We don't want you to rule in
No.
fear, but in basically make there be punishment that both the civilians and the fellow guards see, so that they both know, so that the civilians know that you're at least on their side to an extent, and the guards know that you're not fucking about.
Could you know that we send him back to Umber for trial?
True. I know that would probably require you to send someone to, well, take him back.
We'll need an escort.
But if
That would-
anything, you can at least hold him here until someone, and then send a carrier out later on and have him eventually come back and get him. But regardless,
Alright, okay. I'm gonna go talk to him. Okay.
like from the looks of it, your town has the tools to thrive. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there
Yeah, it
seems
does.
to be plenty of food to go around. You have a steady way to constantly obtain income and other resources from the main city.
Yes.
It's just a matter of the leadership, not exactly your leadership, but the people under you who have gotten too brazen,
So I'd like
are
to
taking
advise
advantage of everything.
on one more thing, and that's the medical part of this.
Hmm?
I visited some sickly people. One particular girl. She seems to be afflicted with something causing her to cough, and that's mostly due to the cold. I think these people would be a lot happier if they were healthier, since most of these people are afflicted
Well-
due to this cold.
More people would be able to work too.
Hmm. I'm less angry that they're all sick and unhealthy.
Okay. They'll send a bird to Umber. See if we can get some clerics and paladins coming over here. Maybe at least fight off some of this goddamn coal in the air.
Right.
I'll go talk to him. Yeah, I'll go talk to him. See what I do tomorrow. Hopefully this shit is solved by tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm not built for this dumbass bullshit.
It will take time to solve. It's not going to be one and done.
Well, of course not. But at least it'll be a little bit easier tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm hoping. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind here. I need to go back to Umber. After I solve this shit here. After. Thank you. Honestly, you guys have been so much more fucking useful than anybody else here. The guards, they're useless. They don't even talk to each other properly. Like, oh, how was the food? Oh, yeah, look at my new gun. I just got a new scope on it. Like,
Well, that's actually probably for the better for you, because that means that if they're not speaking amongst themselves properly, then they're just quite literally following the leader being the executioner. So if you, as mentioned, discipline him, I'm sure the others will probably just flock to following you.
yeah,
If I can ask something real quick, Jade.
fucking people, they don't even talk to me. Sure, what's up?
The wall guard over at Umber also had guns, right?
Yeah.
If we ever saw them. Okay.
Not as many as you see here. You
Oh.
saw maybe
By ratio.
By ratio, though,
Well, yeah.
the ones in Umber, it was like 1 in 10 had a gun.
Oh.
And most of them were like blunderbuss pistols or flintlock pistols.
Nothing like rifle-wise.
Every single one of these guards has a rifle.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure
he
it was
has a
something I
pepper
could
box.
bring up. Okay.
He has a less advanced weapon than they do.
No, he has a 6-shooter.
Oh.
A pepper box is a 6-shooter.
Oh, true.
Oh,
But
yes.
if you don't mind my asking of something else,
Sure, what's up?
we have been by Umber. The amount of firearms here is very high. Why?
Well, one is to defend one of our major coal mines. We don't exactly have walls. If we get wild beasts, bandits, and shit like that attacking us, we need something that we can use to pick them off at a distance.
Makes sense.
It's a lot more useful to have a gun here than it is a number. Because a number, nothing ever happens. You get some troublemakers, you get
That's
some petty
debatable.
thieves, and occasionally you'll get a murder.
Well, actually, we have a story to tell you later.
Let's just say that things have been happening in Umber.
Mhm.
And of course I'm not there to witness it. Whatever. It's fine. Look, just like it's we need these weapons to protect ourselves out here. We need our weapons to, make sure that our shit doesn't get fucking stolen all the time.
All I'm going to say is make sure those weapons aren't pointed at your citizens.
I will do my best. But as you
'Cause
saw
at that
yesterday,
point in
but as you
time-
saw earlier today, not a lot of control right now. I'm going to
get
try and change that. I'm going to try and ascertain some proper level of control over my citizens, over my people, over my wallkeepers. But God, it's just such a headache.
I'm only saying because the second the weapons are pointed at the people like they were today, they become a beacon of oppression as opposed to something of protection.
Yeah, that's true.
There should be a rule in place that allows the citizens to also own these guns and make sure that there's a specific line in
Oh,
Citizens
no.
arrest.
way.
No,
Let's
no,
make a
no.
citizens arrest.
Oh lord.
Give them the Second Amendment.
He just looks at
Oh
you.
no.
As God intended.
Oh,
Make
no.
Cliff great again.
Yep.
Oh no.
But no, really, honestly, guys, I feel the idiot that made these weapons should, really feel bad about what they've done.
I know. What a fucking moron.
I know.
Yeah, I heard it was some guy named Castle. I don't know where he is anymore.
Heard it was somewhat.
Some guy named Castle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird name.
Yeah, that is really weird. Well, if you're going to talk to your captives, I suppose have fun. I'm not going to be able to help at all. I'm not very good at talking. We have a few people who are, but that's only if you want the help.
No, I think it's best if I speak to them on my own.
No, I was about to say, if he has one of us speak on his behalf, they're just going to see him as weak and spineless and needing help from outsiders. It's best he does this himself.
That is true. That is true.
And unless you're willing to stick around for the next foreseeable future, I'm sure you wouldn't want to do that. Are you willing to stick around for the foreseeable future?
Absolutely not.
No.
Damn. Okay.
But they do attack you when we're here. We'll back you up.
Right.
If that.
The most time we'll be able to afford is a day. And then leave morning after next.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So, if you have any problems while we're here, just let us know.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well,
I'm just fingers crossed that there's no fucking shit that goes down.
have a good time with that then. You're not gonna start getting up and fucking leaving.
Wait, Varus.
Hmm.
An idea. A question. How good are you at reading people?
Me?
No, not you, the captain.
Oh, okay.
I know you're good at reading people.
He looks at you. I don't know. I'm generally okay, I guess.
Oh, if you do need help, I can lend you a spell.
How are you gonna lend me a spell?
Well, I mean, I'd have to be there, but
Then you're not exactly lending.
Well, here's something. I'm able to turn people invisible for a time. And
look, no, I appreciate the help. I appreciate the offers, but I think it's best if I handle this.
I agree.
All right.
Have a good day.
We'll see tomorrow if I'm successful or not. But thank you. I guess don't just don't stir up the trouble anymore, please. We're just oh god. Yeah, yeah, he goes back to just leaning over the cliff.
Yeah.
And looks out over the
I'm gonna
ocean.
absolutely start leaving then.
Well, we should charge an advising fee. We just
should
gave this guy advice for his whole town. Well, you guys did.
I think, as we're leaving, I'm going to whisper over to Darcy. Listen, I agree with your plan. If you would still be willing to turn me invisible, I don't know. the whole thing of wanting to do it alone.
Right, that's
Is-
got me nervous.
Yeah,
Once
it's got me a little bit less trustworthy.
we're gone. But yeah, as soon as we're like actually leaving, and Darcy will cast invisibility on Varus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Assuming, because we were in the castle, obviously. Yeah.
No.
The
You
place
were
near the castle. Like,
you were outside the lighthouse
mm.
near the cliff.
But there is, like, obviously a place where they keep people.
Yes,
Would we know where that is?
it's near the lighthouse. It's like
Okay, cool.
It's like a small, squat, walled-off building. It's probably like a castle, quotation marks, but like a smaller version of a castle.
I would.
So something as well, since I have 3rd level spells now, as soon as I cast invisibility to put it on Varus, Darcy also goes invisible.
By
Oh.
accident.
Oh.
I mean, the second Varus turns invisible, he absolutely heads for that fucking building because he does not trust this man
I'm gonna
after the whole.
I'm gonna tag along in case the spell runs out beforehand.
Wait, who has the sending stones?
I always.
I've got one of them.
Oh, you should probably hand it to someone
Yeah,
else.
so you might want to hand that to someone here just in case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vestelle, hold out your hand.
Yeah.
And then plunk, stone.
Thank you.
Do you guys need extra help with being stealthy? I'll help you for an hour.
What the hell? Oh, there we. Jesus Christ! I hate
Depends
this
on what
fucking
you're talking about.
I'll just enhance your ability to be stealthy.
That I think that just out of character gives us advantage, which we already have, right?
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double the advantage.
I mean, if you want to like guidance Darcy, go ahead.
I
But
have guidance. Actually, wait, no, I can't cast guidance
you
without.
can't cast. Yeah.
I mean,
I can't
guys
cast
also
guidance
a
without the spell
minute.
running out.
It's a
No, I
minute,
think-
so
Well,
the thing is, my stealth is not that bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, never mind.
Guidance is
Yeah, I
concentration.
would-
It would break it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the spell I have that could help with this, I can only cast it on me, so big sad.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I would
then why-
absolutely accept the enhance ability, but we already
Yeah.
have advantage.
if only I had silence, then it'd be like perfect.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, just an aura of silence going around.
Yeah.
That's weird, huh?
Some guy
Yeah.
starts talking. Is like, "Hey, was it? What the hell's
What
going on?"
the fuck? Yeah.
It'd be like, okay, let's listen to them talk. Well, I can't hear them.
Yeah, that would be very bad inside. When we're
Yeah.
inside, that would be awful.
Yeah. And just to make sure that we don't lose, Darcy's just going to keep a hand on your shoulder.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need both
I'll
of you
be
to give
going
me
as
stealth
slow
checks
as him.
with
be going as slow as him.
advantage.
Cool. Shift, right?
Mhm.
Shift.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Fucking
no.
plus 11. And I roll a 9. That's cool.
Average of 15.
Okay. As you
Wait.
guys make your way
Nick wants to use averages.
towards the building,
That's. Oh, sorry. I rolled the wrong thing. That's sleight of hand.
oh,
That's not correct. I was like 9
only a
plus
+8.
11 is not correct. You want me to re-roll that, or you want to just make it a 20?
You can
Be a
re-roll.
20 technically. Okay, cool. Fucking, are you kidding me? I would have rather got the first one. Goddamn.
That is
Worse.
real fucking unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah. Fuck,
I was
dude.
literally about to say, like, wouldn't it be funny if you rolled like a 6 and got a
Yeah.
17 anyways? But I was like, I don't want
Yeah.
to jinx it.
I
Well,
would
you
have much
thought it,
rather rolled
therefore
that.
you jinxed it.
Yeah, that's. Oh. No. I rolled other checks before. That's unfortunate.
This
If I hadn't rolled another check, I would have added an 8 to this, but I have.
is
I rolled an insight.
unfortunate.
Mhm.
Yeah, I rolled an insight check, so. Damn.
As the two of
Oh,
you
well.
wander over towards the castle, the rest of the group disappearing off into the rest of Cliff itself. We will pick this up next time.
Gotcha.
Now, Andrew, this is